us. She can see us. But thank you all for joining. We are Build a Sister Up. Today we have one of our members that joined us. So yay!
She's like our first member to join in on our 10-minute talk.
Yeah,
She's
welcome.
our very first member to join in. That's exciting.
What? For real?
Yeah, you're the very first one to join in on our 10-minute talk.
Because what we do,
I'm sorry, your video keeps freezing. I do apologize for that.
Sorry. So what usually happens is the members will come in and they'll just, ask a question at the bottom. But to actually have a member chime in with us, that's super cool. We enjoy it. We love all of our members. Of course, I'm Qualana and Moya. We are Build a Sister Up, and we have our special guest, and we're going to let her go ahead and introduce herself, and then we're going to turn it over to Moya, Qualana, whomever, so they can tell us our topic.
Yeah. My name is Hisan Naima Horton Najee, but on Facebook I go by Hisan Black Butterfly Horton Najee.
Yes, we see you a lot in the group comments, so we just want to tell you we appreciate you joining our group.
I'm sorry you're fading in and out. I do apologize.
Oh, I said that we appreciate you joining our group. We see you a lot in the group commenting and posting, so we appreciate you.
Yes, you have. You give great.
I'm glad you're open to me posting.
Yeah,
because
of course.
A lot of stuff I say, people call it, what is it, negative and bashing, and I'm like, really?
No, I think you give great insight.
Yes,
very great insight. So thank you for all your commentary.
You're one of the few who feels that way. So.
Oh, well, it's good to have some controversy. Some controversy is okay because it needs to be discussed in society. So that's good.
Right.
All right. So our topic is, which has more influence on a person, family or the environment, or, if you want to call it society. And what do you think? We'll let you take it away. Our special guest. Yay.
Well, honestly, I think both are an intricate factor on, that both play a part in a person's life and what influences them.
All right. Qualita, what do you
example?
Say that again.
You have like an example, maybe, of why you feel that way?
Like whether or not they have both parents in their lives, or maybe what's going on because of that, what's going on outside of the home is more of an influence. But and if they have a stronger family structure, then what's going on outside won't be as much of influence. Does that make sense?
It does.
Makes sense.
Yes, indeed.
That's a good point. And to piggyback off of what you said too, I really feel it depends upon the environment and what's going on at home too, because a lot of times, let's just go based off of kids. Kids, they model what's going on in the home. And also what's going on in the streets too, they see that, but a lot of times if you give them that foundation, they have something to fall back on.
Exactly.
A lot of times, a lot of kids, they don't have that foundation.
Exactly.
And they go out in the world and they try and find a foundation to land upon.
Exactly.
And, sometimes that's what causes a lot of mischief and mayhem, we would say, going on today, these days.
And that's why we as women need to be careful who we get involved with.
Oh, say that again. Say that again. That's
true. That's the key.
I said we as women need to be more careful who we get involved in, because that plays a factor of, if we get involved with somebody who we know we don't need to be involved with, now we end up raising that child alone, especially if it's a male child. If he doesn't have a good male figure, then he's gonna get swallowed by the streets. Period.
That's true. That's true.
So true.
And to piggyback off of what you were saying, a lot of times women like to date a man who kind of reminds them as their father. So going back to a family structure,
Exactly.
Family is very important on how we influence each other, because as women, we choose men based off of family, what we are
Exactly.
used to.
And if dad is not in the picture, once
Right.
again, that's gonna influence the decisions we make.
Exactly.
And so it's
Exactly.
And
important for both.
that's why that's the part of the post I was making before. Like I
Right.
said, if a female does not have a good image on men, that means she was not given one.
Mhm.
Exactly. So it's important on both men and women. Both men and women both
Exactly.
need a mother and a father, because it influences our relationships. Family is the starting point, and then we go out to society to meet new people based off of what we learned as a child growing up.
Oh, exactly.
So yes, to piggyback off of your point, Isan, did I say it right?
Isan, yes.
Isan, sorry about that. Isan.
That's okay.
So in my response to the question of whether your family or your environment influences a person, I'd say first family, because primarily of what you all are saying, it starts with the DNA. I think it starts back with your ancestral history. First, you get a starting point in life. And your family actually places you in the environment you're going to flourish in, whether it's a good environment or a bad environment. The family is who placed you there. And your family, you're carrying those genes, and you're going to carry those traits of your parents, be it your mother or father, whoever is absent, whether you've been adopted, you're going to carry the family, your biological roots. So you have to have a good family foundation actually to flourish in an environment. You don't absolutely have to have one, but it does set a standard of what you're going to actually emulate in your life. So I believe it first starts with family, because it's deep rooted within your genetics, because that's what you're going to carry, and that's how you're going to, your phenotype, genotype, the way you think is rooted deep within you. So whatever is rooted deep within you is going to come out and either flourish or diminish in certain environments. So however you react to those environments, it's because of the whatever you have from your family.
And if I could speak from some personal experience, another reason it's important for you to pick the right person is because y'all need to be unified as the parents to that child or those children. Because if you're busy fighting amongst each other, you're not going to be effective parents to those children. And they're going to want they're going to seek something elsewhere. They're going to seek that structure elsewhere.
That's right. We have to, it's good for us growing up or children growing up, it's good for them to see healthy relationships. I know that every day is not going to be peaches and cream, and we know that. And sometimes it's good to even see the conflict in relationships between your parents, so that you can know how to deal with it.
But I'm not talking about, a little conflict is fine, but if y'all are picking at war with each other,
Oh yeah, and that's just horrible. That's not a very good family dynamic.
Right.
And not just arguing, but physically throwing stuff and throwing blows and that's not good.
Not at all. That's an unhealthy relationship. So it is good sometimes to see the different types of relationships, because it helps us grow into adulthood.
Yeah, absolutely. So Paulita, I guess you can sum up your opinion too. What's the consensus out for you?
Well, also too, a lot of times, to me, that it starts with religion. I really believe that it starts with religion. If you have a good religion, a good church home, that you can pass to your kids, or they see you living it yourself, then it doesn't make it as hard when problems come on. Because, in life, we're all going to go through some. God lets us know that we're all going to experience something. All of us might have different religions, whatever it may be, but that's where it starts at. It's religion, then it's family, then it's the environment. To me, that's how it starts. It should be there. God, family, and whatever goes on in the world, because that's where it goes to. That's where it starts, because you have to fall back on something. And to me, it all goes back to the foundation of your religion and your family. because a lot of times your family that you even live with, they're not even, there themselves. So
Mhm.
a lot of times you gotta find that God, that religion that is ultimately going to be the source of your life.
True. So how do you all relate this to generational curses then?
Well, as far as I see generational curses as stubbornness.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, I see that in a nutshell is stuff that people are just not willing to acknowledge or work on or even acknowledge. Like, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So and all that stuff gets passed down from generation to generation.
Okay. And to then, and
Yes,
to
for
that
example.
point. Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought there was a break.
For example, so we were talking about choosing the right person.
Right.
And
Mhm.
if they're not willing to acknowledge that their mother didn't choose the right person, or grandmother or mother didn't choose the right person,
Mm-hmm.
and as a result, we ended up not choosing the right person.
That's a
She's
good
gonna-
point.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
She's gonna pass that on to their son or daughter,
Right.
and they will pass that on to their son or daughter, and so on and so forth. So that's what that is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that and a bunch of always finger pointing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what leads
It's
to quote
better
unquote,
here. Sorry.
that's what leads to generational curses, so to speak.
Right. And
Yeah.
to that point too, I say the meaning of you can take the person out the whatever environment, but you can't take the environment out of the person.
Oh, wow.
So yes, I think that's how the family lasts throughout whatever environment, the family
Exactly.
traits, the family business, the family mindset.
Mhm.
It lasts throughout whatever environment that you're in.
Mhm.
So it's important to, we all ladies are saying, it's important to choose the right partners,
Right.
because those partner
people-
traits.
Oh, what you say?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people get divorced because of irreconcilable differences.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
translation. I mean, that's translation for there was something about that person that I wasn't willing to accept, and vice versa. Period.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Something that they just didn't want to change.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something about them that they didn't want to change, and also something about that person that they didn't
Yep.
want to change. It's just straight up, I call it straight up stubbornness. Period.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. In a nutshell, that is stubbornness.
It is, and
it's
it
always good
transcends.
to get out,
Yeah.
if you're in a bad situation, it's always good to get out right away or as quick as you can, because you don't want to keep that relationship going and
Right.
the kids end up seeing it more.
That's
Right.
true.
Exactly. Exactly.
And the primary point is, even if you do get out and do get away and you totally abandon or isolate someone and block them from your life, those
Mhm.
genes, that DNA is still
It's
inbred
still in there.
in your children.
It's still in there. So
So-
again, it goes back to choosing the right
Right
partner.
person.
Right.
Right.
Well, this was such a fun topic. I'm so happy that you
No,
joined
seriously,
in.
It bothers me when
Okay.
parents. It bothers me when parents say, "I don't know where they get it from." Like, yes, you do. Okay.
That's true. That's
Exactly.
totally true.
Exactly. You know exactly where it got it. It takes two people. So
Mhm.
you know exactly
Exactly.
where it comes from. So this was
Exactly.
such a fun topic. We thank you so much, Arshan, for coming in and joining us. We thank you for being a member in our group. You can come on with us anytime. Tuesday and Thursday is when we go on live for a 10-minute talk. This was over 10 minutes, but it was worth
Yeah.
it because it was so fun.
We're
Got
gonna
any
go to
last
the
words you want to say since you are our special guest? You got any last words you want to say since you came on as our special guest?
Well, I want to thank you all for having me, and I'm glad to have given some insight and made this a very pleasurable conversation.
You did. You made it pleasurable. This was
Yeah.
fun. Thank you.
And a quick question:
Mhm.
what's going to be Thursday's topic? Do you know?
Qualitha has to look into the group. Normally
Right.
we post topics based on what gets the most comments in the group. and then we go ahead and do a live about it. So Carlitha has to look into the group and see what comments are buzzing, and we're gonna post it then.
But you know what? I'm thinking Thursday's topic should be something like what to look for in a potential
Oh,
mate.
I am so there.
Well, potential other party to the parent group. What to look for? How to vet? How to
What to
vet
look
not
for,
just
partner?
well, how to get a great mate to be your co-parent, whether
Right.
being
Oh,
married
I'm
or not.
so
So
Okay.
yeah,
there.
that's it.
Okay.
Because we vet for boyfriends and husbands, but do we actually vet for being a parent? Are they
That
going
is
to be a good
okay.
parent?
I can go on and on about that, man.
Okay, so someone asked what's the topic.
And it's mostly the females. I'm not gonna get too deep with that. So we're getting a little off topic.
That sounds like it's gonna be
But,
interesting. Sounds like it's gonna be interesting.
Men are taught to choose their partners wisely, but females, it's just you can just get a man. Like we're not taught. We're not taught what to look for in the right man. But we'll talk about
That's a good point.
We'll talk
That's
about
true.
that Thursday.
That's
We'll talk about it Thursday.
Okay, so today's topic was what influences your life more, I guess, your family or your environment. That was the topic of today.
Yeah.
And we got some great perspectives from everybody on the panel today. We thank you. We love our special guest. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait to join again.
Yes, this was fun. This was fun.
Y'all take care.
You
You
too.
too.
As
Thank you.
always, build better, build bold, and build brilliant. Build a sister up and build a
Yes.
brother up.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.